RWS Subsonic hollow point. The last sound the game never heard. Hi guys, welcome back to the Gun Vacuum channel. Today we're going to test the RWS Subsonic hollow point. This is a cartridge from RWS Field Line. These are specifically for hunting, and it has a velocity of 1033 feet per second, if my memory serves me right. And it has a ballistic coefficient of 0.105. If I remember wrong, I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen. The cartridge is 40 grain, and as I said, it's a hollow point. And as they always are, they are heavily lubed. I have noticed that sometimes I have a problem with RWS ammunition in semi-autos because it gums up the action pretty fast. Okay, the last cartridge I shot in this rifle was the RWS Club, so I really don't need 10 Fowlers, but I'm going to shoot them anyway, just so it will be equal with all the other ammunition I'm testing. And I'm using my A-Tec suppressor, the A-Tec Wave. Now, this is a Norwegian-made suppressor, and I'm really happy with it. I'm not sure if you can find it in the States, or wherever you are located. There are not only Americans watching these videos. Okay, I might hit a bit low on the target. We have to see. You do have some mirage today. Yeah, put the microphone over here.
998. 998. 992. 1008. 1007.
It is so nice to shoot without earmuffs, especially on a hot summer day. Yeah. There are almost no wind today, so the shooting conditions are really good. So I can't blame it on the wind today. And that is a good thing and a bad thing. Because this is as good as this combination with rifle and ammo is. And me. I have to put me into the mix too.
$993. 974. 988. 982. 990.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna measure that group, so it's okay. But I think I'm gonna raise the impact somewhat. And also to the right. Yeah, let's try it there. RWS also has this ammunition in a round nose version. Well, at least they used to have it. I'm not sure why you want to buy that instead of the hollow point, but well, maybe you don't want to destroy any fur on some small game. And RWS really has some good looking boxes. And for those of you that has followed my channel for a while, know that I'm a sucker for good looking boxes on ammunition. I'm not sure why, but something tells me that if they put a lot of work in their boxes, they also put a lot of work in the cartridge. Or maybe they just use all their money on the box. Who knows?
$990. 996. 1005. 996. 1016.
Always the one. Why did that have to socially distance itself from the others? That could have been really nice. Well, we have more. We have more chances. For some reason I find that subsonic ammunition isn't as accurate as standard velocity. Have you noticed that? Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know.
$1,008. 981. 1010.
Dang.
1020. 1005.
Well, as you can see, the one with the higher velocity had a higher impact. What a surprise. The camera ran out of batteries, but now I'm back. And I guess it didn't even notice that I was gone.
$10.12. 994. 992. 1029. 980.
Well, it's totally acceptable for a hunting cartridge. As you know, I'm shooting at 50 yards and you can use this on small game at least out to 70-80 yards. So, but it's not a match cartridge and it doesn't pretend to be. It has a much lower velocity than advertised. And that's actually not a bad thing on the subsonic. It will be interesting to see what the SD is on this. I don't think that is too bad.
$10.13. 10.12.
Ooh.
958.
Not good, not good.
997. 996.
It's always the one, isn't it? That could have been a bad injury on a small game animal at some further distance. Well, let's get the target and measure it up. Okay, now I'm home and can take a look at the groups. I measured the Fowler group just for fun and it ended up at 0.824 inches. We won't be calculating this in the average. When we move on to the groups that count, we first take a look at group number 1. It turned out really well with 0.556 inches. If it weren't for that one bullet that wanted some time alone, this could have been excellent. Group 2 grew a bit and ended up at 0.677 inches. This is completely acceptable. We can see that the spread is mostly in height. Group 3 was more consistent and ended up at 0.558 inches. This is perfectly fine when you talk about hunting ammo. And now for the last group. It started really well, but we got an ugly flyer. This could have resulted in a bad shot if we were shooting at game. It also ruined the average as the group ended up at 1.056 inches. Speaking on averages, we ended up at 0.711 inches. This is more than good enough for hunting, and as mentioned, this could have been much better without the flyer in group 4. Now let's take a look at the numbers from the chronograph. The chrono picked up all 30 rounds, and the maximum velocity was 1029 feet per second, and the minimum was 958. This gives us a spread of 71 feet per second, a little bit higher than I would like to see. The average ended up at 998 feet per second, well below what was advertised. And the standard deviation is 15, which is nor good nor bad. And that is all for today, and I see you in the next video.